Okay, this is another one of these big sections we're checking out of this mine complex, and it's been pretty rainy, overcast, but came down on us, so weather can change quick. But this is a monster drift mine right here. Mr. Box is already going up to check it out, and we're gonna take a look inside. But this particular set of mines goes back to the early 1900s. Somewhere between 1900 and 1905 is when they started mining this section. So anyway, it's deep in the woods. I mean, just can't really see too far ahead in some areas, but in some other areas the woods are pretty clear, even with the overgrowth. So, okay, we'll be going in just a second. Okay, we just got access into this old drift mine here. It's pretty sizable, and so shut the coal seam there. We're gonna see about chasing this thing out and just see where it goes. Alright. Okay, so Mr. Box is the point man, and it's a pretty sizable drift mine. Like I said, you got the coal seam there. It could be, coal seam's maybe 36 inches, 3 feet, right there. Very good condition. The ceiling, I guess that's hardened shale. Maybe that's what they call a blue slate roof. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll see what else is down here, and take a look back there towards the opening. Okay, it's pretty dry. Probably gonna hit water somewhere, but see the old timber cross ties right there. You know, they were just either parts of tree limbs or small trees that they carved up and used that the rails sat on. Right there. You all right?
Yeah. I'm gonna show a close-up of these axe marks.
I got you.
Just trying to get focus.
Okay, Mr. Box coming up behind me. It looks like a train coming down the tunnel here. And you got a lot of the cross tie remains here and the stacked rock walls where they had cut out little adits to get the coal, and then just replaced them with stuff from the roof, tailings. And I'm not sure if that's just stuff coming down, or that says number 11 right here. But anyway, it looks like the mine takes a turn up here. Okay, and couldn't even imagine crawling up in there, being on your side with a pig trying to get that coal out. And, okay, you got a beautiful stacked rock wall right here. Goes around the corner. That looks like he kept going forward, but they blocked it off right there. Interesting. And it just keeps going. All right, we'll go check it out. Okay, Mr. Box is gonna push on through that water. I just came back from where he's at. The water just keeps getting deeper and deeper, and the headroom, the ceiling just keeps getting lower and lower. So I just came on back, and he wants to give it a try right there. So I'm gonna sit right down here and take a much needed break while he can wait for him to come back. Okay, so I moved a little bit further back. Mr. Box, he went around the corner, and he's going through that water right there that's around to the left in the haulage way. So I just came back here to take a little break. You can see where they had carved that, added out to get that coal seam. And you see the cross ties right there, and you can see where they, well, cut them down with an axe or saw. Stacked all these rocks up. You got that red band right there. I'm not sure what that's, can't remember what's the reason for that or what causes that, but anyway, that haulage way heads back down there for hundreds of yards. So, but I'm gonna wait right here for Mr. Box and wait for him to come on back. Okay, crossing over this berm right here, and gonna check out this unique looking haulage way here. And looks like a lot of raccoons have been in here. A lot of raccoon tracks. But all this yellow and red right here on the walls. Very interesting. Pretty slippery. Perfect stacked rock walls. Looks like it just keeps going too. So alright. The yellow brick road, that's what it looks like. Okay, got Mr. Box coming up behind me, train in the tunnel, right there. And just some beautiful stacked rock walls, right there. Got a header or an adit right there. Kid, I don't know how anybody got back in there. Still got the boards, and they actually had they actually had rails going back in there, and must have had some small mine cart. Wow. Yeah. Wow, I don't know how they did it. Anyway, we'll keep pushing on down towards the end here. Okay, we might be coming down to the end here in this section. You got another low added here, header. Look at that, I can't even believe that's still standing. That is amazing. I don't know how those guys did it, man. I tell you, it must have been something, because brutal work, man, because in addition, you know, they only got paid for the ore or the coal they brought out. All this other stuff, probably stacking the rocks and everything, that was just free labor for the mining company. So, all right. So we're at the end of this long haulage way, and it stops, but the miners went after the coal seam without extracting any more of the shale up top. So they just went straight for the coal. So what you've seen is about 36-inch timber supports stretching back into the darkness, at least as far as we can see. It keeps going. And they either had some kind of a small drag scraper, you know, just impossible to say how they did this stuff, but they were definitely on their sides with picks, and they had to bring in these timber supports and wedge them up in there. I just don't even know how those guys did it, because they had to crawl, literally crawl, all the way back in there with their equipment. Just absolutely mind-boggling. This is probably one of the best things we've seen. So a real tribute to those miners back then. Wow. All right. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to that area right there. Head on back. And film a little bit more as we get further down. Okay, we're making our way on back, and Mr. Box had noticed 180. We're not sure if that's the distance from the main haulage way, could be, but nonetheless, interesting. Okay, we're moving back down the haulage way here, just taking our time, looking at the coal seam and all the rock walls, because there's so much stuff. We found a pair of gloves in the walls. There's snuff cans, Coke bottles, liquor bottles, and I saw this opening right here in the coal seam, and that's insane. Leads into a whole nother chamber in the mine. That is crazy. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, it's like an echo, like you said. It's just completely hollowed out back in there as far as you can see. Whew. Unbelievable. So they must have cut through this to give them better airflow, because you can't take any coal out here. So, all right, well, things you see when you're walking a haulage way. All right, man, we're ending on up here. And unique colors in this mine. And we end up just making our way over the berm and check out a few other things. But just a fantastic mine to explore. Very, very well constructed. And we'll see about getting over here and getting out. Okay, we're just gonna make our way on back out, and we're gonna check out a parallel mine to this. It's in another ravine a little further away. Like I said, there's just a huge complex of these old drift mines that covers a large square area, probably about 2 square miles. And it takes a lot of walking through the woods to get here, over some steep ridge lines, heavily forested. So anyway, we'll make our way on back out. Okay, getting ready to make our way on out of this old drift mine here, and head on back outside, and we're going to proceed to the next series of a couple of more trying to locate. Okay, Mr. Box is making his way down to the drift mine opening, and it is overcast big time. And this was the haulage way right here, and we're going to be heading over in this direction, probably a few hundred yards, and there's another complex of drift mines, and there's one that's open. We believe there's one open, and we'll see what we can find.